Hi everyone, it's Lindsay at Silver Crow Tarot. I just did my March month ahead reading and I thought I would share with you all. I know everyone is probably did their sharing back in January or December even, and I'm just late to the game as usual with all this, but I did something different this year. Normally when I do month ahead spreads, it's what can I expect in January, or what is coming to me in June, or you get the drift. This year I went with hashtag the December Tarot by Lionhearts, and this is a more actionable year ahead spread. So it's basically, I love how it's laid out here. In January, what can I visualize? In February, what can I plant? In March, it's going to be what can I initiate? So it's about me taking responsibility or action. I'm going to say that word quite often here because another word is escaping me at the moment. But it's me taking the step, not waiting for the universe to provide, not waiting for spirit to provide, but for me to do something in order to get a return, if that makes any sense to you. Anyway, I used the Spacious Tarot for my year ahead spread. My main theme, I usually draw an oracle card because I look for my word of the year, and that's really my main theme. And this year, I'm going to scroll here, in December, I did December 27th. This is my year ahead spread using the lion hearts that I just showed you. But my main theme for this year was chamomile, which is inner peace. Boy, do I love that. And since this year is my hermit year, that just lined up perfectly, not to mention the fact that 9 is on chamomile, and of course hermit is 9. So I just look for synchronicities any way I can. So for January, the Fool. You know, that was my card for January, and I thought that was perfect to start off with. February, I had the Eight of, is that Pentacles? Sorry, it's a little light. Eight of Pentacles. And I was starting to work. I was starting to do more things. I started doing slow stitching that I haven't done in decades. Just sort of relearning all that over. And then I started my channel. So I was doing something actionable, and I enjoyed that. So March, and I'm just going to move this now. For March, I have the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm excited about that. Let me pull something in here to you so that you can see it. I hope you can see it. Make sure I'm in frame here. This is just a little signature I make every year to go with my journals. That way I can write what I want, but I can pull it in and out of the different journals I make. So it's for the year, and I'll just start at the beginning. It just has my intentions for the year. Then I always put my card of the year, which is the Hermit, and I like to sort of go through some of the decks that I really enjoy, or some of the Hermit cards that I really like in my tarot decks, and I'll just put a little quote from the Hermit and which tarot deck it came from. It's just something for me to review throughout the year and just sort of think upon, so I like that. The word for the year, or in this case words, was inner peace, and of course that's a synchronicity, you know, with the Hermit and with the number 9. and I just put a little quote from Herbal Astrology in there, so I have that with me all the time because I don't always have Herbal Astrology with me when I travel. So this one goes with me when I travel. It just sticks around. Then I have the year ahead, and what I did with this is a little different, but I wrote down everything from the Lion Hearts spread from the internet. January visualize, it was Capricorn, and it was the Fool. And I just listed all those down, so I have all of these with me as well. And I thought that was kind of neat, sort of chuffed with myself for doing that. Anyway, so March is initiate, Pisces season, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. I do as well, I limited myself because I can get extremely chatty when I'm journaling, and I can go pages. So I limited myself and only put enough pages in here for 1 page per month, you know, to carry. So that was January, February, and I just did the March section here. What I will do at that time is, I'm just going to set this aside, is I will pull out the card for the month that I already drew. Like I said, Ace of Pentacles, March. But I always have, and probably always will, work with an animal spirit every month. I use animal cards, and particularly this deck, ever since I got it. I think it was, what, 2018 maybe this deck came out, or whatever it did. I got it. And it sits on my desk. It doesn't go anywhere. I use it all the time. But I like to work with the animal spirit, so I will draw an animal card. I will draw a goddess card to work with goddess energy and sort of see which goddess is coming in for support and loaning me her energy for the month. Then I will pull, and I started with this one, the Earth Alchemy. This one is from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Both of these are Colette Baron reads. This one is the Earth Alchemy Oracle, and I started using this one because it has a plant or a tree or an herb with a crystal on it. And almost all the time you'll see crystals in my video because I love them, and I do work with them. I like having them with me. I like holding them. I like feeling their energy, etc. So I pulled these crystals out, which is part of the feldspar family, so to speak. But this gives me fuchsia, which is a plant. It also gave me the Fae, which was kind of nice. I really enjoyed having that. So it's telling me to pay attention to my inner child, my innocence, and my self-awareness. And part of the feldspar family, like I said, is labradorite and what is this? Sunstone? I think it's sunstone. Let's see. Labradorite, yep, it's sunstone. And then I pull, even though I have a word of the year, which is inner peace, I pull a word of the month because it just sort of focuses me in a little more. And I love it. Probably one of my top 5 oracle decks is Herbal Astrology. I love the plant information they give, and it gives me one word, which is harmony. And that's what I want for the month. So, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. Boy, that sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, that's what I do. I pull these out. I do a little journal on here, just a 1-page little journal. I take a picture of, I'm going to bring my tablet back down. I take a picture of the spread, and like that was January's, and I will save it as a screensaver, so it's always there for me. I can always see it. And when I travel, sometimes I don't have a journal. I don't have my large journal with me, so I have my tablet and I can just check it out. That's my little card, a picture of the little card I use that tells me what to do about the monthly reading, you know, pulling the animal guide, the crystal, the goddess, etc. For February, I got smart because we went on a cruise, and I wanted this information with me, so I just included that in the picture. So when I go to the screensaver on this, I have all this information, and I see it all the time. I don't have to flip through my journal to try and find where I made an annotation. I'm going to set this back aside here. Just something I do. I wanted to show you, this has been my journal for the winter, because when I make the journal, I typically make them with 3 signatures in them, and they go by season. This is my winter journal for December, January, and February. I've already made my March, April, May spring journal, but I haven't really decorated it yet. I'll open this and just show you a little bit of it. Normally I do that the last week of each month, but hubby had a knee replacement last Monday. Yeah, it's been 10 days or so. So I haven't really done a lot of spreads or journaling or anything like that, so I'm way behind. You know, anyway, this is my journal. This was December. I told you I can get quite wordy when I'm doing these or journaling. Everything just flows out. This is my intentions that I did for 2023, so that just slips right in here to the last signature of the year, so that goes there. This was January's. That got off. I really enjoyed doing the January part here. And I think, I don't know what happened. Maybe because we were on a cruise the first week of February. I think we got home the 10th of February. I got lazy. I got lazy and just, you know, messed around with this a little bit. I did manage to get my calendar in here, but I really didn't do a whole lot of decorating or anything with it. And I enjoy doing that. Sometimes I will sit here for several days when I make a journal and just decorate it all beforehand, because a lot of time I just, when I sit down to do a reading and to journal, that's all I want to do. I don't want to be drawing cute little hearts all over the place. I just want to write and I write and write and write. So I try and do it all ahead of time, but as you can see, I've got quite a few pages left over because I haven't done that much this past week. But that's it. Pockets all over the place. So this journal is ending tomorrow, I think. Yeah, bummer. I really enjoyed that. And I'm going to pull these cards up, just get them out of the way here. This is going to be my journal for March, April, and May. I made this a long time ago, and I will do that sometimes when I sit down to do a journals or start to journal. I just go and I will make several of them, you know, at one time. I just get on a roll, and that's what I do. So I heard Angel at Feeding My Soul. She said she's a Sagittarius as well, and she says, she said in one of her videos recently, I'm either all in or it's nothing. You know, I go full force or it's nothing. And boy, I can so relate to that because that's the way I do it too. And I thought, man, it must be a Sagittarius thing. So as you can see, I haven't really done much to this. This is just some watercolor paper. So it's a little stiffer, and that's typically what I use for my signature covers like this. And I dye my paper. You know, I coffee dye. I'm weird. I like the coffee dyed. I like it crappy looking and stuff, so I will typically, you know, litter paper all over my kitchen and everything with tea dyeing and coffee dyeing and stuff. So this is the extent of, I don't know if you can see it, that's the extent of my decorating from March. I need to do something here, but I've got like a day to get it done. This will be April. This is just, I was just messing around with watercolors. I am not an artist at all. You can tell. It's just me messing around with watercolors. But I've got some colored paper in here, and of course tea stain. That's March, April. This is May, and I didn't realize I had put a 4th signature in here. So if I was staying at home, it would be, I might run it into June, but I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. Since this is going to be the May portion, when I do this, I might turn this section, and I might do that in some future journals too. Do it a little bit different. I like to doodle and scribble and just, yeah, I don't know, do little artworks when I feel like it. Like I said, I'm not an artist, but I do like to do some, I like drawing little fairy mushroom houses. I know it sounds weird and nuts, but I do that. Or I'll design a purse I might want to make, or a bag for a tarot card I might want to make. So I'm thinking that maybe in the future I might add a smaller 4th signature in, and use that, you know, as my doodle or my art or my ideas papers or something like that. And definitely not put this type of paper in there, you know, lined paper, just some regular paper. But that's something to go on. Anyway, that's the next one. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to point out. I would love to know if you guys did a year ahead spread, or if you do a month ahead spread, and if you work with animal energy or goddess energy, plant energy, crystal energy. What do you do? I'm interested. I'm always curious, and I'm always loving to learn, you know, how other people set out their month or their year or week or something like that. Forgot to mention this little tag here, and the one that's on there, the Gypsy Jane, that was my bag making business name. I still have it, but these are the little, I don't know, little logos that I used to put on my bags and stuff, and I have a crap ton of these things, so I'm putting them on my journals now, just using them up. I wanted to go Silver Crow, but you know, why bother? These journals are just for me. They're not going anywhere. You know, and when I'm gone, I imagine my daughter will have one heck of a bonfire burning all these things. You know, I told her to pull the innards out, burn those, and and keep the outer part. She can reuse them if she wants. It's up to her. Anyway, I think I'll stop right now because I'm starting to get a little bit squirrely here. But let me know how you do yours if you feel like it. And thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace and love.